Hey, welcome to Cold Steel's Deadliest Weapons. On today's show, we're talking about the TAI PAN. We're gonna get some history from Luke Fontaine, and we're gonna get some facts, functionality, and how deadly this weapon truly is from the master, Mr. Lynn Thompson. In fact, let's head there right now.
A double-edged knife like this TAI PAN offers huge advantages in any tactical encounter. Let's talk about the blade. We have a wide blade here, over 1 inch wide. It's got big wide bevels right here. And they come down to a thin but sturdy edge that's quite sharp. And this is over 7 inches long, and it comes to a sturdy but acute point. This point isn't wimpy. It's a very sturdy point. So it's got 2 razor sharp edges that will cut at the slightest touch. And it makes a big wound channel. This thing is 3/16 inch. It's over 7 inches long. When you make an insertion with this, you made a huge wound cavity, which could be widened instantly by turning your wrist. All I have to do is turn my wrist, or all I have to do is drop my wrist. Drop down and I widen that. Dig in and I widen that. Pull out and I widen that. So you can make a huge wound channel with this. Anyone trying to disarm you is in for a world of hurt, because I don't have to get the primary edge on you. I have to get any part of the edge on you. Any part of the edge, and you're cutting, you're bleeding, and you're going to be leaving soon. And then we have the skull crusher pommel. Now people say, how is that skull crushing? Well, if I hit you on the head like that, just that much, that's going to hurt. If I come down with my full power, you're going to be out, and I'm going to bust your skull wide open. That's what it is. And it also allows me to use all my guntings from Panatukan, Filipino boxing. I can use all of my guntings with this to damage the degree. I don't have to stab you with this knife. I don't have to cut you with this knife. I can just pick your hands and forearms and triceps and biceps apart with this. I can hit you in the face with it. Yeah, it's going to wreck your face, but rather have your face get some plastic surgery than flip and go to the boneyard. So I have some options on the force continuum because of the skull crushing pommel. So you know that when you pull out your TAI PAN, you've got an awesome self-defense tool at your disposal, and one that anyone with half a brain will fear.
Thanks, Lynn. Now, Luke, can you give us a little history on the TAI PAN?
Hi guys, Cold Steel's Deadliest Weapons. This one's one of my all-time favorites. Cold Steel's TAI PAN. This, in my opinion, is one of the best designed double-edged fighting knives in the world, hands down. It harkens back to other blades in history, the Fairbairn-Sykes fighting knife, other double-edged daggers. The thing about this knife is, when Lynn put this knife together, he took all the elements of a double-edged fighting knife and tried to make every single improvement that he could to develop the ultimate double-edged fighting blade. This knife, on every level, is a fighting knife. It's dangerous because it's double-edged, it's got a guard, it's got a skull crusher pommel. Historically, this would have been something that every military person carried all the way back through history. You're talking back into the Middle Ages. You'd have a double-edged knife or a double-edged dagger on you somewhere. Knights, later period soldiers, everybody had some form of a double-edged knife on them because it had 2 cutting edges, an acute stiff point, and no matter what you did in the middle of combat, if you pulled this out and you thrust it forward, it was going through clothing into a person. Remember the time periods we're talking about? Sorry, they were ugly times. There was a lot of fighting, so a knife like this would have gotten used all the time. It's like I said, the TAI PAN is every type of improvement on a double-edged fighting knife. It's one of my favorite, and it's absolutely one of Cold Steel's deadliest.
Well, there you have it, the TAI PAN, one of the most deadly daggers that has ever been built. Make sure you tune in next time when Luke, Lynn, and I discuss another piece of super deadly steel. From Stickman, well, I'm signing out.